Sandra, you are most welcome. Today I'm going to use audio because I don't have electricity. You don't have electricity, but you are most welcome. Thank you for joining in. We are just waiting for others to join. I've started a little bit late because of electricity issues, but I've decided to use audio. So let's wait for others to join in. As we wait for others, how are you doing? Can comment, you can put in comment section. You can say hello, you can say hi as we wait for others to join us. Atima, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. You can say hello to us as we wait for others to join in. Atima, you can say hello to us. True joined, you are most welcome. Apple, you are most welcome. You are most welcome, all of you that are just joining in. Today I've used the audio because I don't have electricity. Where am I? But nevertheless, we are having our live as usual. Akik, you are most welcome. Yes, true, I said thank you. Yes, I'm just welcoming in those that are just joining us. You are most welcome. Thank you for taking in this time. Alpha, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. You can say hello as we wait for others to also join us. But as we wait for others to join us, our topic today in the Diaspora Workers Money Talk, we are going to talk about money confidence secrets that many diaspora ladies must know. Nico, you are most welcome. Gloria, you are most welcome. Yes, Gloria, where are you joining us from? You are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. We are going to talk about money secrets that we must know as diaspora ladies. So as we are waiting on to others to join us, yes, that is the topic tonight. We always have these diaspora workers money talks every Saturday at 8 p.m. So always tune in. We talk about different topics, we talk about different topics. And last time we talked about how we can handle family pressure for money. Today we are talking about money confidence secrets. This is our second week carrying out these diaspora workers talks. Yes, you can also share the live to reach others. God's favor, you are most welcome. Mero, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Pablo, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes, thank you for joining us. We are going to start. Others, I think, will come in later. They will join us later. Newton, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. You can say hello and where you are joining us from as we are preparing to start. Timo, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Where are you joining us from? Yes. How are you doing? Given 215, you are most welcome. Baziwe, Peter, you are most welcome. Dam, you are most welcome. Davi X3, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Jacqueline, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes, we are about to start our live. We always have the Diaspora Workers Talks every Saturday at 8 p.m. Today I've started a bit late because I had issues with electricity and still it has disturbed me, but nevertheless we are continuing with our lives. Our topic tonight, money confidence secrets that every diaspora lady must know. We always carry out these talks every Saturday at 8 p.m. So you may be asking yourself, who is this that is talking to us? My name is Grace. My name is Grace, the founder of MoneyWise Diaspora Woman. Yes, I do help diaspora ladies like us manage and grow our money wisely so that we become confident, positive, and financially wise. This is a journey that I also moved. I was once a diaspora lady and I was once a person who lacked confidence. I was once a person who was always negative. So this is a journey that I've moved, and now I do help diaspora ladies manage and grow their money wisely through my programs that I carry. I have, and in the structured programs, I do help support ladies in smart money management, grow their confidence and mindsets, also help them navigate the new environments that they have moved into. So I do work with recruitment campaigns, I do work with training centers, I also have trainings for individuals. So, and recently I have a master class that is going to take place on 26th of September 2025. So we are going to have that master class. It is called the Diaspora Workers Master Class. It will take place on 26th of September. So if you are interested, you can comment in the comment section masterclass, and I will reach out to you and give you the details of the masterclass. All right. Those that are just joining us, you are most welcome. Thank you for taking in this time to come and have the Diaspora Workers Talks. All right. Ronald K, you are most welcome. We are going to start, and before we start, you may be asking yourself, I'm talking about money confidence, but what is money confidence? What is money confidence? First of all, money confidence is the foundation of smart money management. The foundation of smart money management. You know, as diaspora ladies, we do struggle with anxiety, we do struggle with guilt. We struggle with guilt. We struggle with uncertainties. You know, these things of sending money back home, they bring that uncertainty. We don't know where we have sent our money, whether it is safe or not. So we struggle so much with that. And in that, we end up lacking the confidence, and which leads us to first of all avoid the money discussions. And just know, if you don't involve yourself in the money discussions, those people that you are sending money to are going to do their own things. Bagenda kukola ebibayisaawo. Era bwe bakola ebibayisaawo, you will be left behind. Also, if we lack confidence, we are going to overspend our money. We are going to allow others to control our money. Yes. That is going to happen. Why? Because we are lacking the foundation. We don't have the confidence. And this confidence is going to help us to build trust in ourselves. If you know your numbers, you are going to trust yourself. If you know your numbers, you are going to control your money. If you know your numbers, you are going to make smart money, financial decisions. I'm telling you. So, all this comes out when you know your numbers. And when I talk about knowing your numbers, I'm talking about the money confidence. So look at this. We are going to look at an example. I know all of us have ever seen us maybe building. You've ever seen people building houses, not so? Or even you've ever built a house. When the house is being built, it starts with the foundation and so. And most of the times, this foundation is the one that is put, the emphasis put more on the foundation, and the foundation is the one that gives you how the shape of the house is going to be, or how strong the house is going to be. So if you are going to build a flat, it is going to be seen on the foundation that is being built non-stop. So in that case, the foundation is you knowing your numbers. When you build a strong house without a strong foundation, what happens? Egwanonso, wetuka your muscle, it can get destroyed very fast. So what I'm talking about is knowing your numbers, knowing your income, knowing your expenses, knowing how much you save. This will give you the strong base of your money. So after us building that foundation, we shall always go now start building the walls, not so? The walls and the structures. Now, the walls and the structures will act as our mindsets. The walls and the structures are going to act as our mindsets. So this mindset that you have, it is going to hold everything together. Yes, it is going to hold everything together. A confident mind keeps your house standing even when challenges come. Yes, I already talked about the challenges, like the family pressures. Those are not, as in, they are non-negotiable. They will always be there. Unexpected expenses will always be there. We always face the currency changes. You know, ladies in diaspora, you know that. So all those are some of the challenges that we face. But if you have the rightful mindset towards them, your perspective towards those challenges is going to be different. Instead of you seeing those challenges as setbacks, you are going to see them as steps for your growth. Yes, so our solid mindset or our mindset is also important in this case. So after us building that wall, we are going to now start roofing and finishing, making those finishing touches. Now, the finishing and the roofing is going to act as the actions and the consistency. Those small steps that you will take in your saving, in your investment, in your tracking, they are the ones that are going to protect and complete your house. And so, yes. So as the storms are coming, they will not be able to destroy your house if you built it on a strong foundation and if you built it wisely. Now, for this case, I'm talking about knowing your numbers. If you know your numbers very well, if your mindset is in the place, if your mindset is right, if you always act and you are consistent on your tracking, saving and investing, the challenges that will come along the way, they will not be able to stop you. They will not be able to destroy your confidence. They will not be able to destroy your house. So this financial confidence is not all about knowing everything about money. No, you must not know everything about money. No, it is about trusting yourself, as I have said previously, trusting yourself to make those good money decisions and learning from our mistakes. Some of us, we don't want to sit back and reflect. But if you don't sit back and reflect, how are you going to know the mistakes that you are making and then change? You will not know. But if you sit back and reflect, you will now start identifying some of the mistakes that maybe I was doing this wrongly. Then you reframe it. But if you don't, you will not be able to learn from your mistakes. They always say that experience is the best teacher, but evaluated experience is the best teacher. We have to evaluate the experience. That is when it is going to be the best teacher. Have you ever passed through a situation and you don't learn from it? It is possible. The situation came, but maybe you didn't evaluate it. You will not learn from it. But if you sit down and evaluate the situation, you will get lessons from it and you'll be able to benefit from it. So that's what I'm talking about, that you may be there and be like, oh, for me to be financially confident, I must know all about money. No. It is not knowing all about money. It is you trusting yourself to make those good money decisions and learning from the mistakes that you have made. Yes, I see. Baby Gloria, you've joined us. You found us when we are defining what money mistakes. What money confidence is. Tayebwa, you are most welcome. Ivan, you are most welcome. Mr. Bulenga, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Thank you for joining us. We are continuing. And if you have any question, you can place it in the comment section. I will answer it. Yes, I will answer it along the way as I go. So, why do we lack this financial confidence? Why do we lack this financial confidence? As I've said, past mistakes, past money mistakes. You sent your money home, they misused it, they wasted it, you made poor investments, at home, and now that made you lose your confidence, your money confidence. So the past mistakes can lead us to lose our financial confidence. The fear of making that wrong money decisions, this can lead us to inaction. Inaction, meaning you fearing to take part in the money discussions. And if you don't take part in the money discussions, some of the information you are not going to get some of the information that you would have gotten. And trust me, if you don't take part in the money discussions, people that have taken part will use your money. They will use your money. They will use your money. Bajja kukola ebibayisaawo, and they will leave you behind. Also, what makes us lose this confidence or money confidence? The pressures, as I've said previously, the pressures that we have very many pressures. We talked about this in the last Diaspora Workers Money Talk, and we exhausted the pressures. Yes, but these pressures, they are always there, and most of the times we feel obligated to support others before securing ourselves. We have this as diaspora ladies. We feel like it is a must for us to support, yet we are leaving ourselves behind. I'm not saying that it is bad to support, no, but as you support, also not forget yourself. So what causes us not most of the times to forget ourselves? They are the pressures that we always have from our family members, from our friends, that cause us to sometimes forget ourselves, yet we also have to consider ourselves in the process. You see? So all that can make you lose your confidence. Ivan Wa United, you are most welcome. Grace Kakara, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes, we are talking about money confidence secrets, and you found us discussing why we lack this financial confidence as diaspora ladies. And you may be there asking yourself, how do I know, or which signs will I see if I'm lacking this confidence? If you see this, the following that I'm going to talk about, you may need to strengthen your financial confidence. So that means if you are always feeling anxious when you think about money, that means you don't know your numbers. You may need to strengthen your financial confidence. Those that are just joining us, when I talk about financial confidence, I'm meaning knowing your numbers. I'm meaning that foundation to start managing your money wisely. Okay, so if you are always anxious when you think about money, that means you don't know your numbers. That means you don't know your numbers. If you always avoid money discussions, there is a problem. You may not know your numbers. Some of us even fear to check our bank accounts. Why? Because we are fearing, we are lacking that, we don't have that confidence to face our reality. But you are going to first face your reality before you know what to do next. And so if you are always fearing to check your bank account, you may need to strengthen your financial confidence. You may need to know your numbers. If you are letting others to make money decisions for you, my dear diaspora ladies, if you are letting others to make money decisions for you, You may need to know your numbers. You may need to strengthen your financial confidence. Also, feeling guilty spending on yourself. But when it comes to others, you are ever free to give them. And this is a common thing to us diaspora ladies. And I've talked about it. We always feel guilty when we spend on ourselves, and we are free to give, to support others. I'm not saying that supporting is bad, but most of the times we forget ourselves. So that most of the times when we are about to spend on ourselves, we feel that guilt. Brenda Nasam, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining in. You found us talking about how the signs you need to strengthen your financial confidence, and the overall topic is about confidence, money confidence, secrets that we must know as diaspora ladies. Yes, Tony Savage, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. MC Atin, you are most welcome. All those that have joined in, thank you for joining us. So we are going to now look at which are these financial secrets that we must know. The money confidence secrets that we must know. These things that I'm talking about, they are not new. No, they are everywhere, but it is upon you to act. And if you do take them serious and you do act upon them, you will see the difference in the next month. You will see the difference. But if you leave them as they are, you will not see the difference as usual. So, before even we continue, we are going to first assess ourselves. That self-financial assessment. You can't do anything minus assessing yourself. Before making any changes, you need a clear picture of your financial situation. Let me ask, you can put into the comment section, who of you know your financial situation right now? If you know where you are standing financially right now, you can put in the comment section, I know. You can comment I know in the comment section. You may find ourselves at this moment when we don't know the financial situation, and I've said that before making any changes, we must know. We must have that clear picture of the financial situation where we are right now. If we know, this is going to help us to take control by understanding exactly where our money goes. Because if we don't know, we will not know where the money is coming from. We may not know where we are spending it. We may not know the debts that we have. We may not know the savings that we have, the investments that we have. So all this, you may not know, but it is all about you sitting down and you write these things. It is all about you being intentional about them. And if you don't sit down and do them, you will not know. Even if I talk like every single day, I talk about the same thing, and you don't sit down as you will not know the difference. You will not know your financial situation if you don't sit down and do assess yourself. So, what are we going to do? First of all, for us to be able to know our financial situation, where are we going to start from? Nura, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. So You can always follow, you can always share this so that it reaches others out there. Matovu, you've joined. Thank you for joining us. Yes, so let's continue. First, we are going to identify our income sources. Where do we get our money? You may have a job, you may have a side business. Where do we get your money? You are going to identify that. Yes, we are going to write down all ways our money comes in. Is it salary? Is it a side business? Where is the money coming from? And this is going to help us to see whether we are earning, whether what we are earning is enough for our financial goal, or we need to add on our income streams. If we don't do that, we may not know. We may not know. The next thing that we are going to do, we are going to understand our spending habits. We are going to understand our spending habits. Do you know your spending habits? How are we going to know that? We are going to sit down and see which are some of the fixed expenses that I have, those things that I do need, those things that I must have for my day-to-day running of my life. It is like business. When you are running a business, you have to have the fixed expenses, those things that you must have for the business to run. It is the same thing with your life. What are those things that you must have for your life to run, or for the day-to-day living of your life? Those are the fixed expenses. We are going to write them down. We are also going to write down the variables, those expenses that come. Yes, they are not the day-to-day, but they come regularly. They come regularly, like they come monthly, they come yearly. So after that, writing them down is different. And then tracking is also another thing. So if you write them down and you leave them at that, it will not make sense. So after writing them down, now you start tracking. You give yourself like a month, and you say, this month I'm going to start tracking. Now, when you track, you are going to start seeing where you are overspending. And when you see where you are overspending, you are going to adjust accordingly. So that is when you start understanding your spending habits. Those that are just joining us, thank you for coming. We are talking about how are we going to assess ourselves? How are we going to know the financial situation that we are in? Because we have said that before making any changes, we need a clear picture of where we are right now, of our financial situation, and that is going to be done. I've said one, by identifying our income sources. Yes, sitting down and knowing where is my money coming from. From there, we shall now start understanding our money spending habits. From there, we shall go into knowing our debts and obligations that we have. Yes, we might, as diaspora ladies, we might have to support our families. We might have to look after our kids. So all that has to be written down. To know our debts. If you know your debts, you will be able to plan them. You will be able to plan when to pay them, and you don't delay paying them. Because if you delay, they will increase it. They will increase. So that will help us in knowing when to pay the debts. What we are going to do next is we are going to start saving and investing. Yes, I understand we send our money home, but do we save it? Are we saving it, or we are leaving it for others to think for us? Are we investing it? Most of the times they think saving is another thing and investing is another thing. If you get your money and you put it somewhere where it is easily accessed and it is helping you pay your bills. Let me give you an example let me use a tomato, of which we all know. If you get a tomato and you put that tomato in a fridge, that tomato will be very safe. That tomato will be, yes, it will be safe, it will be easy to access, but it will not grow in the fridge. Have you ever seen tomatoes growing in the fridge? No, they don't grow in the fridge. So that is what we call saving. If you get your money and you put it in a place where it is accessible, yes, where it is safe, that is saving. Now, investing, still I will use the same tomato. If you get one seed of the tomato and you decide to plant it, it will grow and it will feed you for years. No? So that is the difference between saving and investing if you didn't know about it. So in this meaning, this money that we've saved can also be used in investing. In investing. The money we have saved can be used in investing, but I wanted you to know the difference, because you may be there putting your money somewhere, but your money is not growing. Yes? Yes. So that is it. And also what we need to know, number five is knowing your financial confidence score. Yes, knowing your financial confidence score. I want you to go into the comment section and you rate yourself on the scale of 1 to 10. On the scale of 1 to 10. Ask yourself, do I know exactly how much I earn each month? Because these are some of the things that I've talked about. Now we are rating ourselves. Do I know exactly how much I earn every month? On a scale of 1 to 10, go into the comment section. On the scale of 1 to 10, you can put 5, you can put where you are right now, because the idea is knowing your financial situation. And we've said we can't make any changes before we have that clear picture of our financial situation. So, do I know exactly how much I earn each month or each day? Do I How do I spend? Where does my money go? On a scale of 1 to 10, do you know where your money goes? On a scale of 1 to 10, do you feel control of your money? Or others are the ones controlling it? Do you feel control of your money? On a scale of 1 to 10, do I have enough saving for my emergencies? We also have this emergency thing is also another thing. If you don't have emergency, but dear diaspora ladies, if you don't have emergency right now, it is high time you had it. You will be there and they call you, hello, your baby is sick. And you will start jumping from one person to another. But if you have your emergency, you can go pick the little that you have, the rest will come and support you along the way, but not jumping from one person to another because you've gotten an emergency. Pato, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So we are coming to the end of this, and I want to thank you all for joining in. I do go deeper into this in the Money Wiser program for the diaspora ladies. Yes, where I guide you more into the financial confidence. We can't exhaust all of it here. So I do talk about it deeper in the Money Wiser program for the diaspora ladies. So yes, I do talk about it deeper in the Money Wiser program. Those that were not around in the start, we are talking about the financial money, the money confidence secrets. The money confidence secrets that every diaspora lady must know, and we have exhausted 5 of them, of which one was identifying our income sources, sitting down and knowing where your money comes from. Also understanding the spending habits. Also knowing the savings that you have, the investments that you have, and also knowing your financial confidence score. Sitting down and rating yourself. And if you've not rated yourself here in the comment section, I want you to go back and rate yourself and see where you are, because if you see where you are, you will have started on your foundation, because that is the foundation. That is what you are supposed to do. And if you don't do these things are being talked to everywhere, but the difference is in acting. The difference is in acting on them. So I've been telling you that on the 26th of September I will have the diaspora workers masterclass, where I will talk about money mistakes that we make as diaspora ladies, the financial abuses that we have. Do you know that we have financial abuses, but we don't know? So I talk about them in the Diaspora Workers Masterclass, and it is going to take place on 26th of September 2025. So if you are interested in that, you can comment in the comment section Masterclass, and I'll reach out. And guess what? It is on a discount. Yes, I'll give a discount for the first 10 people. to join in. All right, allow me to finish. If you have any question, this is the time for us to interact and ask any question that you might have. If you have any question about what we have talked about or anything that you can add on, this is the time for us. This is the time. Bugembe, Stephen, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Shemi, I'm seeing you. Thank you for joining us. You can say hello. Hi, Sarongo. Thank you for joining in. Twashima Musa, thank you for joining us. You found us when we have summarized and it was time for questions and any supplement on what we have talked about. We have been talking about money secrets, money confidence secrets, that every diaspora lady must know. And one of the things that we've talked about why we lack financial confidence, which are the things that you see when you lack financial confidence. We've defined what financial confidence is, and we've talked about how we can start that foundation, assessing ourselves financially, knowing our financial situation. And we have said one of the things is identifying your money, your income sources, understanding your spending habits. I'm just summarizing them because I've talked about them. Also, knowing your savings and investments, and we've gone deeper to explain what the difference between saving and investing. And we have said that saving can be like a tomato. You get your tomato and put it in the fridge. It will be safe, it will be easy to access, but it will not grow in that fridge. So, and the saving, that is when you get one of the tomato and you put it in the soil. That is when it will grow and feed you for years. So it may take some time, but it will be worth it. So most of you may not have, maybe you didn't know about the differences. So we've talked about that, and also we've talked about knowing your financial confidence score, and we have said that it is a matter of you going back and scale yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you fall? Ask yourself, how do I spend? Where does my money go? Do I know where my money goes? Do I know my spending habits? Do I know exactly how much I earn every month? It is a matter of you sitting down and asking yourself this. Do I feel control of my money? As diaspora ladies, we find ourselves lacking that. Do I have enough savings and emergency for myself? So it is a matter of you going back and ask yourself that. So if you have no question, allow me to end here, but you can always reach out, because I do talk about this in the Money Wiser program for the diaspora ladies. And on the 26th of September, I have the Diaspora Workers Masterclass. Yes, you can always reach out. My number is on my bio, and we shall always go deeper into this. Yes, I do work with individuals, I do work with recruitment companies, I do work with training centers to help diaspora ladies manage and grow their money wisely, so that they become confident, positive, and financially wise. Yes, these are things that I have experienced. I was once in diaspora. I was once a person who lacked confidence. I was once a person who was negative. Yes, so I understand what I'm talking about, and I do help as many others to grow their confidence, to manage their money wisely, and to also grow it wisely. So, and all that is done in the program that I carry on. Kurthum, Karthum, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining in. Yes, you have found us when you have concluded, and it was time for questions and answer. Yes, questions and answers. All right. If there are no questions, allow me to stop here. And those that will always want to continue with me, you can reach out. My number is on my bio. You can follow, you can share, so that this message reaches as many people as possible. Yes. Allow me to end here. Thank you very much for joining in. Yeah, we always have these talks, the Diaspora Workers Talks, every on Saturday, 8 p.m. But the program is starting on 26th of September, 2025. Yes. All right. Have a good night, and may you be blessed. Thank you.